a very important question. You know, first time that I first met him, I feel so sad, you know, because I don't think the government of Vietnam do like this to him. I just think Vietnam is the good government, but why they do this to the victim, monks like this? You know, I feel so sad. I really want to help him. I really want to know more about what happened, why Vietnam do like this to him.
I found it was very, very inspirational. I'll admit that I was not able to understand completely his speech that he gave or his stories firsthand, but I do know of his accounts. I have read the stories. I am well aware of what he went through and all the struggles he had been through and the narrow escape he made to I guess escape from Vietnam. So seeing him here live in person, I find is very, very inspirational. It goes to show that one person, any person that can achieve so much, and he I guess embodies a symbol of undeterred determination, essentially. And if he can survive that, there's no limit to what we can do as a group. And I find it very, very inspirational, and it just gives me the strength to go on. And his actions and his presence is, I think, will leave a mark on me for a very long time. And I can only hope that I can do the same for future generations.
That I get to meet Tim Sakon and hear his story. It's very sad to hear that he was imprisoned and frogged and accused of anti-government. It's very sad to hear that and how they punish him in the prison and what they did. And I'm happy for him that he, was released and are now safe and living in a free land like the other 5 monks too. I'm happy for them, and it is a kind of like a sad and happy at the same time.
Being able to meet them. Once I first learned of what happened to Tim Sakon, obviously a couple years ago when he first was arrested and tried, I felt the worst because at one point, his whereabouts was unknown, his health was unknown, all these different factors was unknown, and for the work that we've done and the fight that we pushed for, has brought about their release and their safety. It's just pretty much awe-inspiring, and it really makes me happy to know that what we did pretty much helped save their lives. So it really makes me happy, to say the least. And
it still feels unreal because even though number one, they told their story in Khmer, and that's when I realized that I really, really, really need to learn it very well, because I want to hear their story in their own native language, in our own native language. I think it's important, the vocabulary you use, the expressions, it's different and completely different in different language. So it's number one taught me to be really grateful that we even have this space to speak and a voice.
My experience at the UNPFII. Well, this is my second year at the UNPFII, and I would say my experience this year is drastically different from that of last year. Last year was my first time, so everything was brand new. I was here like wide-eyed, completely absorbing as much as I can. To be honest, last year I really wanted to be involved more, but I was being new to the system. I couldn't really do very much, and I probably would have caused more interference than anything. But it was a good jumping off point, I feel. And this year I came with the knowledge that I gained last year, and I feel like I've accomplished more. And I feel like the UNPFII is a great medium for engaging with other organizations, with other UN member states, and with UN agencies. It's a great way to really essentially be heard, and I do have mixed feelings. On the one hand, it's a great inspiration and great motivation when you come here, because you get to meet so many different people from around the world who are going through the same thing that you are, and it's this sort of, you can relate with them in a manner that you can't really relate with other people, because you guys understand each other. And it is also on the downside of it, I would say, because sometimes you feel frustrated because no matter how much work and energy you put in, sometimes you feel you're not being properly heard, either because the governments just refuse to acknowledge you, or they try to use subversive means and try to use different sort of tactics to just dismiss you. So, but overall, it is a great experience, and I do support it wholeheartedly.
Mixed feelings. I started this sort of journey just with an open mind and an open heart. I had no idea what I was going to experience here. I knew that I had to want. I appreciate it more and more every day as I meet new people and learn new terms and new, I don't know, just everything is new to me. So ចំពោះចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍របស់ខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថាមានមោទនភាពមែនទែនក្នុងនាមខ្ញុំជាខ្មែរកម្ពុជាក្រោមម្នាក់ដែលអាចមានសមត្ថភាពក៏ដូចជាមានឈ្មោះក្នុងការចូលរួមក្នុងកិច្ចប្រជុំក្នុងឆ្នាំនេះហើយជាកិច្ចសម្គាល់មួយទៀតនេះខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថាពិតជាមានកិត្តិយសមែនទែនដោយការចូលរួមនោះគឺសុទ្ធតែជាលក្ខណៈជាយុវជនទាំងអស់ហើយក្នុងនោះក៏មានរូបភាពខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ដែលជាយុវជនម្នាក់យុវជនតំណាងឲ្យខ្មែរកម្ពុជាក្រោមម្នាក់មកពីទឹកដីកម្ពុជាក្រោម
I feel very privileged and honored that I could come here and actually do something that's actually very meaningful. You know, a lot of people can sit around and talk around and do this, but while we're here, we're actually doing something positive, not just for ourselves, but you know, for our people back home who can't do anything about their situation. So I feel very blessed that I can have this opportunity to network and to also just learn about the processes of international law, how it works and how they'll apply to our people back home, and what is available or what help is available to our people. So we're definitely advocating it, and you know, I feel very happy that I can do this, but at the same time, it makes me sad to know that, you know, our people back home are still struggling, being oppressed. You know, our religious freedoms are every day just being challenged by the Vietnamese government, and so it's a double-edged sword, you know, that I believe. But at the same time, you know, it's a learning experience. You know, it made me grow more as a person to really know what the issues are. So the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues really opened up my eyes.
First, it was kind of disappointment because nothing is happening, especially what I heard from the first week that we didn't get to speak. But still, I still have hope, and so I'm thinking second week we're probably going to get to speak. So we did prepare our future work, our item 7, and looking at the agenda, it looks like item 4 would come back, but we were hoping. But yeah, there are lots of hope. My experience here is just like always, like the first year, second year, always like, when are we going to get to speak? When are we going to get to speak? This anticipation that I have, that we need to voice out, you know, our concerns, voice out what's going on in Khmer-Krom. And so, but then this experience, it's a little bit more, I guess, mature, because it's 3 years now, so I have a little bit more of a better knowledge of what's going on, and so I'm a little bit more calm.